The ship lands on one of Beacon's landing pads. Jaune went down with a couple of Spartans and the Beacon staff in Ashbin. The young teams were curious at the commotion and went on to take a look. The rest of the Spartans was alerted and are on their way. Jaune, state your identity and business here. I'm here to collect a bounty. Jaune's eyes narrowed. My name is of no consequence to you. Jaune, and why is that? Because you're my bounty. The hooded figure revealed themselves. The hunter then jumped and fired a blue beam. It was too fast as it hit Chief in the arms and went through to his legs that are both encased in ice. The hunter landed and launched a rocket at him, but Jaune smashed his arms on his legs and was able to free his hands and punch the rocket to the sky. The hunter then started running, then quickly turned into a blur. RWBY, hey. Speed is my thing. And somewhere in Atlas Harriet grew a tick mark. The blur rammed Jaune a few times until Jaune was thrown at 2 magnums by Johnson. The UNSC has been ordered by Chief not to intervene. The Spartan IVs are watching the fight, learning how Spartan 2s fight. Jaune and the hunter circled each other as they fired both their weapons, trying to get a hit in. Jaune discarded the magnums and drew an SMG as the rookie threw him a SBNKR. The two then rushed each other and clashed in mid-air, grasping their enemy's weapon and pointing it away from shooting at each other. They both smacked into the floor as the hunter turned into a ball and Jaune used the empty launcher and smacks him away. But what Jaune failed to notice is the drop mines the hunter left behind. And staggers Jaune as the hunter used a beam-like whip to right his positioning and used said whip to grab Jaune's legs and proceed whip him around Beacon's columns until Jaune used his grapple shot to break free and the thrusters to break his landing. Jaune was smacked into a roof. Jaune, man, this guy sure is tough. Hold on, the way this guy fights is human, maybe I could. He then kicks a huge chunk of rubble towards the hunter and it used a massive beam of energy to destroy it. He didn't realize the shimmer that's getting close to him. Then Jaune decloaked and hit the bounty hunter and sent him flying to a wall. Jaune was surprised that the person he's fighting was. Jaune, you got to be shitting me. He was a she. She then discards the last piece of her armor. Jaune was stunned as an electrical current went through his cod piece. Jaune was stunned as an electrical current went through his cod piece. She then engaged a beam sword and charges Jaune with her jet boots. Cortana, jaune. Jaune was snap out of his thoughts as he raised his guard for an incoming slash, but she shifted her sword into a gun and shot a shock round that shorts out Jaune's system for a second. She then proceeds to give Jaune a beating, but Jaune was able to land a few punches and strikes. She then launched Jaune in the air and engaged in another melee. She was able to move around Jaune and sent him crashing to the ground. She then proceeds to charge at him as Jaune drops his energy sword, and she was puzzled. He wasn't the bloodthirsty warrior that her employers make him out to be. As she crashed on top of him and sat on him for a brief moment, she stopped from striking him as Chief removes his helmet. She was surprised he was human. Jaune, so we agree that there's no need to fight, can we please talk? You're not gonna fight me? Why? Jaune, we humans have spent too much time not seeing eye to eye. I see us as equals who can live with each other. First time I heard someone be that sincere. She had to admit he is cute as she blushed. Jaune, my name is Jaune or Chief or 117. Depends on what you want to use. My name is Samus. Then they heard shouts.
Linda, WTF? Kelly, who the hell is this?
Gal, Jaune. Sam and Fred brought popcorn and shared with all the present ODSTs, Spartan IVs, Marines. Johnson, oh Chief, you're in deep shit now. Forge, hey, if he can survive against 2 alien armadas, he can survive 3 sexually frustrated Spartans. Buck, remember they're 2 snot IVs. Romeo, and they call me Romeo. 6, I pity his balls. Jorge, this reminds me of the time Emil first met Kat.
Emil, oh come on, it was one time.
Kat, and I kicked you square in the balls. Yuki, well he is doomed. Mackenzie, you said it. Nicole, I feel sorry for him. Daisy, don't worry, he can take it. Sarge, alright, who here's betting?
Griff, I bet 5 on Chief he's gonna take it in the ass.
Tucker, bow chica wow wow. I bet 5 on Chief getting an orgy.
June, 5 on Chief have some fun tonight.
Carter, geez. Buck, I wanna get in the action. Romeo, 5 on Chief getting his ass kicked. Rookie, 5 on fun time. Johnson, ooh, this is getting interesting. While the female Spartans all face-palmed. Cortana looks to the side and saw RWBY and Velvet practically fuming. Cortana smiled like a Cheshire cat. Jaune, please let me survive in librarian. I hate you putting me in this new hell. I don't think my sanity will save me here. I prefer fighting aliens right about now. You guys make your own stories here, I can't handle this. Later now such luck as that night went on as Samus joining in the fun torturing Chief. The next day, Beacon Mess Hall. The others were waiting. A group of females, including the new arrival Samus, came out glowing like suns. Then they looked to the other guy who entered the mess hall. It was Chief, who looks slightly skinny, paler than usual, and he's on a wheelchair.
Sam, holy shit, what happened to him?
Frederick, he looks like he's been starved to death. Johnson, damn. Then Cortana appeared at the UNSC table. Cortana, he's suffering for severe dehydration and dislocated hips. Sarge, damn, talk about thirsty. As they see Chief rushed one of the water dispensers and took the container off and chugs it down.
Got dislocated hips?
Cortana, yeah.
Tucker, pay up Griff.
Griff, Chief went to their table. Sam, so Chief, you had fun. John, I'd rather nuke myself again. Then arms snaked around his neck and saw Samus there. Samus, and you were so good. Then Linda, Kelly, and Cal were also there. Then Master Chief was whimpering like a wounded animal. Everyone just laughed.